Look, if you're a skinny guy struggling to put on muscle, you're probably overwhelmed, probably confused, probably frustrated, and I know that's because I've been there. I grew up in the stereotypical skinny guy. I grew up as a stereotypical skinny guy. I was always underestimated. I always felt weak. I tried everything, I wasted years in the gym making zero progress, but over 15 years as a natural lifter without ever touching a drug, I've transformed my own body, and I've coached countless others to do the same. I've been overweight, I've been underweight, and I've successfully navigated just building significant muscle and cutting fat multiple times. I'm still a young guy, just like many of you guys are, so I'm not some out of touch guru. My expertise comes from over a decade plus of intense personal research, real world application, and helping guys just like you to achieve similar results. I live and breathe this stuff. So in this video, I'm going to cut through all the BS. I'm going to tell you exactly step by step what I would do if I have to start over and start my natural muscle building journey from, absolute scratch, knowing everything that I do know now. This is like the condensed, no fluff roadmap to gaining serious muscle as a natural skinny guy. I'll go ahead and boil it down to 3 fundamental, non-negotiable steps. If you ignore these, you'll probably stay skinny. If you master them, and you'll be able to build the physique you've always wanted. This isn't theoretical. This is what's worked for me, and this is what I do to get myself and other people results. But before we dive in, just a quick heads up: if you're serious about taking action after this video and you want the full, comprehensive system that covers everything from A to Z, including direct support and accountability, you can check the link in the bio. Or I'm sorry, not the bio, in the description. Down there, you'll find my free training, my school community, and my complete core program too for fitness. It's designed for skinny, natural guys like you. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see. First, you want to nail your training fundamentals. A lot of skinny guys mess this up, and they mess this up from the beginning. They go and chase that pump, and they do endless isolation exercises, or they bounce around from program to program. If I were starting over, my first priority would be mastering foundational compound movements. So we're talking about the bench press, deadlift, squats, OHP, overhead presses, rows. A lot of the big main barbell lifts. I'd rather have you guys focus on that rather than focus on 10 different variations of a bicep curl or just doing random machine circuits. You're going to need a structured training blueprint that tells you exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to consistently add weight for reps. This isn't about guesswork. It's about a systematic approach to getting stronger on these key fundamental lifts. This plan needs to be adaptable. It's got to be able to offer alternative exercise for injuries, or if you just get bored of certain exercises like I do. You want to be able to master the form from available videos, tutorials, video tutorials for perfect form. You need to be able to log your lifts and make sure you're getting stronger, not just going into the gym to work out. Let's see. Got so thirsty. Early in my lifting career, I spent months doing everything wrong. I'd show up, I would do whatever I like, and I would sometimes wonder why I wasn't growing. My biggest breakthrough came when I stripped everything back and focused solely on just getting strong on the basic lifts, week after week, month after month. It wasn't flashy or super exciting, but it was definitely working and it was effective. That's why in my program, I give you an 8 to 12 week full training blueprint. It's got alternative schedules, different training splits. I got 2, 3, 4, and 5 day options. I'm even going to add 6 and 7 day options. I've got alternatives for equipment if you don't have a full gym. I'll have step-by-step tutorials. That way you won't have to wing it anymore. Another topic would be making sure you're eating right and kind of optimizing and fueling for growth. This is a huge problem for a lot of skinny guys. A lot of you guys probably think you eat a lot, but the truth is you don't. You need to eat a significant caloric surplus of the right foods consistently. I'm talking every day. if you want like clean muscle gains. This isn't about dirty bulking and, just getting fat. It's about strategic fueling. Like someone just delivered something. You need to understand how to accurately track calories and macros, and you don't want to also make that your life. You need actual meal plans, you need grocery list, even templates for like 2,500 to 3,500 calorie plans. And those templates have to be realistic, budget friendly. For me particularly, I don't like cooking, so a lot of the recipes I do, a lot of the recipes I make are super easy to do, sometimes even require no prep. So in a nutshell, you need to forget vague advice, and your diet needs to be precise, and you need to focus on precision. Back in the day, I used to think my metabolism was just too fast. I'd eat a huge pizza, and I'd wonder why I wasn't gaining. The reality of it is I was actually underestimating my calories, and sometimes I was even neglecting my protein intake. But once I dialed in my nutrition, I started to understand food timing, and I found ways to get in quality calories. I started to notice I was growing. This wasn't just me eating more, I was being strategic about what I was eating. My program cuts through the noise, gives you the exact meal plans, grocery list, budget guides, and even hard gainer hacks so you can finally fuel your growth without any more confusion. All right, for item number 3, I wrote it down here. You need to conquer your mindset and leverage community. This is a big hidden key. A lot of skinny guys get stuck, but it's not because of their genetics, but it's actually because of their mindset and a huge lack of support. If I were to start over, I would immediately address my self-limiting beliefs. And on top of that, I think I would actively seek out just a like-minded community for that accountability as well as like that motivation. You can try to do this alone, but with your self-limiting beliefs and your, ingrained skinny identity, it's kind of just a huge recipe for failure. You really need a system for discipline and motivation that works even when life gets busy. You need to learn how to stop identifying as weak or small, and you need to start embracing your potential. You need that access to just direct support from someone who's been there like myself or any other like-minded person in this community. And in this community, you're going to get a brotherhood that pushes you forward. They're not going to push you back. In the end, it's more about lifting. It's about you have to set up a complete mental overhaul for yourself. I used to remember periods of burnout, self-doubt, and wanting to quit. The biggest shifts for me, they weren't really just in the gym, they were actually in my head. It was, learning how to manage stress, optimize my sleep, and, I started to develop just consistency, and that really started to change everything. But I think what truly solidified my journey in the fitness world, and what I think I see with a lot of my successful clients, is just the power of community and that direct accountability that comes with being in a community. Being surrounded by like-minded guys, skinny dudes who get it, and having someone directly answer your questions is just a huge game changer. That's why my school community is so vital. It provides that safe space. It's continuous content updates, it's group challenges, it's direct support for me. That way you don't have to try and map this out yourself. But yeah, for the most part, you've just heard exactly what I would do if I had to start my bulking journey all over again. It's a simplified, direct roadmap. It's built on 15 years of lifting, 10 years of my own personal research, about 10 years of coaching and training other people as well. But, let's be real, hearing it is one thing, implementing it is actually another. That's why I built this school community and this program specifically for young dudes, skinny, natural guys just like you. I really think that my school community and fitness program give you everything you actually need. So, in the end, to conclude, if you're ready to stop guessing and start gaining, if you're ready to finally see consistent results and build the physique you deserve, then I really suggest you take action now. I'll put a link in the description. You can get access to free training and access to join the school community as well. This is the end of the video. I think I just want to say this is a good opportunity for you to stop being skinny for good. So check it out. See you inside. Let's go.